Hi there, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel after a day's break. Yesterday, it was one of those days, very hectic. I turned 44 yesterday, and thank you so much for all your birthday wishes on my page, on my profile, even on my videos and stuff. So, thank you so much. It's really, really kind of you. Okay. So, just turned 44 yesterday, and I thought, like, just take a day off, for myself, went away and took some rest. So not much of relaxation though. It was very, very hot there, just like today. Now it's around 10, but the temperature is reaching like 40 something degrees. So upcoming days going to be very difficult. So brace yourself for hazardous conditions. Okay, so be careful, drink plenty of water. So I thought, on my day, like yesterday, I want to do this. I received this bottle recently. I pre-ordered this, and this is Dior Homme Intense review, but 2025. Okay, why is it significant? Why is it like another review? Isn't Dior Homme Intense all the same? So there are a lot of things I will ask. I will answer your questions. Some of the reviewers also, making this a topic. Like, I will answer all of it. Okay, so I bought 150 ml of Dior Homme Intense 2025. This is the packaging. It looks standard. This is repackaged. I do not actually personally see that much of difference. Like Dior Homme Puffer, they gave a nice little makeover. I love the bottle darkness of it. It looks more intense, but as far as I know, the fragrance is not as good as the previous one. So Sebastian Zar didn't like it. So many of the other reviewers, it was not a betterment. It was like something different. But I will answer some of the questions because I haven't smelled it. But presentation wise, if this is repackaged, I'm sorry to say, I took out the CD from the plastic and I put it with the tape, because that's what I do. This is my signature scent, you guys know it, so I'm doing it on the birthday time. So they come in like 50, 100, 150 ml. I really wish they had the 200 ml. And last time I did Dior Homme Intense review, this is the bottle, it's same as the previous one. I do not see any changes. It has these dark sides. This is one of the classiest bottles ever, and they have these beautiful pressure atomizers. I'm wearing this fragrance for the morning. Let's just go. Okay, really beautiful mist, and if you do not know Chanel and Dior atomizers, you need to try some of them. And these fragrances are really, really special. So let's go one by one. I have plenty of things to say. Okay, first of all, uh, this fragrance, I saw Dior Homme Puffer and Dior Homme Intense, both are supposed to have a new formulation. It's new fragrance. Dior Homme Puffer, for sure they changed it, because I can see people are saying they don't smell the same. And Francis Kurkdjian took over from Francois Dimarche. So that is super expensive. I did not buy that. And personally, Dior Homme Puffer, I didn't find it appealing to wear in Bangladesh condition, especially when it's always hot and sticky and sweaty. So Dior Homme Intense I can get away. I have previous versions. Like, this is my very first bottle that made me fall in love. I did a review from Genting Highlands. This fragrance was the start of the journey, and then I managed to get another older than that, Dior Homme Intense, like this bottle. But as far as I remember, Dior Homme Intense had 4 formulations. Okay, and this was the last one I was using. You can see, I'll show you one thing. The older ones, the juice color and everything, they are going to be different. Okay, some people will say this is a huge deal breaker or difference. Not really. Juice color doesn't mean anything, but there are some differences. So let's go one by one. So Dior Homme Intense, I saw the notes breakdown. Let me just show you, and let me answer the reviewers. Okay, I do not take it as a like personally as a criticism, because I was one of the guys who said Dior Homme Intense, please get backup bottles, end of an era, stuff like that. So this, as per Fragrantica, is the old Dior Homme Intense 2011 formulation, like 2011 version. After that they have 2025, right? Before they had 2 other versions with the silver stem one, I think, and there's one more. Like, there are total 4 or 5. Okay, so this was the one that I had all this time. This was this. Okay, Dior Homme Intense, the 2011 version. So that one had lavender, iris, amber, muskmallow. That's the same thing. Pear, Virginian cedar, and vetiver. This was the supposedly the older Dior Homme Intense. Then the new Dior Homme Intense, this is the notes breakdown that I got, which are much simpler and less notes breakdown, which is Tuscan iris, amber, and Virginian cedar. So I'm not quite sure if Francis Kurkdjian did that. I don't remember. But when I saw the notes breakdown difference and people start talking about that they're different in terms of scent profile, so what I did was immediately I ordered 150 ml backup. I asked one of our pages, USB, that brother, I need. It was like 2 months ago. and I almost forgot about it, and I was pretty sure that they also forgot about it because there's not any news. So I was like, okay, this is going to be expensive, like $200. It's expensive, but now 100 ml is going for, like, the older versions of Dior Homme Intense can get confusing. Really more expensive. 100 ml goes for almost $220. Okay. So I was like, okay, let's just get a backup. I'm getting good price. So let's just order. And then finally it arrived when I was broke. Bad news. And then I had to sell off some perfume just to pay the page. It's okay, I do it. If I pre-order something, even if it arrives, I'll tell you one tip. This is going to be not as a review, more of a discussion. Okay, if you are bored, I'm sorry. If you commit to someone and they trust you as a seller, okay, and the stuff arrives and you say, I don't want it right now, okay, I don't want to take it, it's not really a good code of conduct, because this is not very gentlemanly. You should always keep your word. If you cannot, if it's really extreme condition, then you can apologize. You can say maybe later, just give me some time or something. But usually if you pre-order, keep your word. Okay, so I bought it. I sold about 6-7 fragrances to get that. Then someone else, I put it in my page. Oh, finally I have Dior Homme Intense old formulation. I have a Decant page. I said, please, if you want Decant, you can knock me and stuff. Then one guy wrote in my Decant page that 2000, which version is this, like which year? And I was like, okay, it should be like somewhere 2016 or 18, more newer batch of older formulation. Then I checked on Check Fresh. This turned out 2025. And I didn't know. I was split. I didn't know how to feel, because I ordered this as a backup of my old Dior Homme Intense, because I thought it's reformulated. I don't want the new formulation. See the the connection of each incident. I paid so much money to get a new formulation, so I was sad. Okay, because I don't want the new formulation. Okay, I want the old formulation, but I also thought, like, hey, I got to make a new content. 2025 means a new perfume. So I opened the box. Usually, until I finish my older bottles, I don't open a new bottle. Then I opened it, I sprayed it, I smelled it. Then, to my surprise, it was quite pleasant surprise, because even though they smell a little bit different, but they did not really change so much of the main backbone of the perfume, which is my beloved, the iris, the buttery iris, that lipsticky iris, which is a metrosexual thing, and also the lavender a little bit, and then the amber seed and all that, a little bit of orangey. But there are differences. I'm going to talk about those. So this is the story of my new Dior Homme Intense 2025. So the reviewers who are bashing other reviewers are saying, like, hey, people, these reviewers lost their mind, this is the exact same thing, do not listen to others. Man, we are not scammers. Okay, I'll defend all these people who said it, because if you see the notes breakdown in two different versions, we are not, like, getting all the fragrances instantly. Okay, this is the old one and this is the new one. If you see them, you obviously will guess that since Dior Homme performance changed, Dior Homme Intense could be high likely reformulated. So we should tell people to get a backup of the older version, right? So there's no, I don't feel guilty about it, because that's what I followed. But luckily for me, this Dior Homme Parfum, if it's changed, Dior Homme Intense didn't change so much. So it was not a crime to say that, to make the video. We follow what we get. I hope everything is clear now. So the bottle design, as usual, good. I had 150 ml before this. They look exact like that. Another thing is, this juice color will turn slightly dark as the years go by, like Dior Homme Intense, sorry, La Nuit de l'Homme. But the newer formulation I noticed from the older ones, which this bottle came with, the Dior Homme Intense written somewhere else. You can see it was written here. The new ones are written up there, right? So juice color difference definitely there. Like if you see Naxos old and new formulation, this is how they differ. But I noticed one thing: Dior Homme Intense, the older it gets stronger. But you smell the richness of the iris, a little bit of that lavender, and this other things like cedar and everything. It's more pronounced in the older versions. But when you get the newer ones, when I got the last bottle of 150 ml, which was 2011, it also smelled fresher lipstick, but it was not bad. It was more wearable for summer. And it was more versatile, which was a good news. So is this, okay? This is so much like some people say it's like close to Valentino Uomo, the old version. Valentino Uomo Intense, the old version, and Dior Homme, the first version. I haven't smelled the first version, but this one smells like a fresh lipstick. Okay, when you open that makeup bag and you smell the lipstick, like from, say, Dior or Maybelline or something, and you smell this beautiful red lipsticks, this one smells like that, and I love that. So thankfully, it's not changed much, even though I got the wrong batch or wrong formulation. Okay, the fragrance didn't change, but the differences there are differences. People say, hey man, there's no difference. No, there are. when you buy these, at first they are more fresher. It almost is like something Dior Homme Intense for summer. Okay, this fragrance you can wear. I know it's sweet, it's nutty, it's almost like a hazelnut that spread. I get the smell from this, but I get from the older one, I get the sweetness more. Okay, this one, it's more richer compared to this. This is more fresher. Okay, as the days go by, as the months go by, this is gonna get stronger, louder. And my oldest one that I have, this one, it's a little bit like, liquor gone strong. Okay, this Dior Homme Intense 50 ml bottle, 2014 or something. This is an entirely different beast. It doesn't smell anywhere similar to this. Okay, so I would say if you can get an older version, the older versions are always richer. Dior Homme Parfum, Dior Homme Intense, these are like experience. So when people say they're not any different, I would not agree. But the price difference, here comes the price difference. The 100 ml of the old formulation of Dior Homme Intense is now the same as 150 ml of the new Dior Homme Intense. So in that way, yes, it's better to buy 150 ml because you're getting 50 ml more. Smell is almost the same, just that it's not as strong, as long lasting. This one got me about 6-7 hours. It's not bad for the summer. It's not bad for a new formulation and brand new fresh batch. If it macerate in there, it's going to get 7 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours plus. Okay, so that's what happened with all my Dior Homme Intense. So just want to clarify these things. You are good to go with the new formulation. No need to hunt down the old one unless you're very fuzzy about that particular batch. You want that stem one, like the old Dior Homme Intense. That was the first batch, 2000, maybe the first few formulations. That's different. Then you have to end up spending like $300-$400 upwards, right? So the thing is, what is the other form, like, how to say, alternatives to Dior Homme Intense? So many people ask me, give me a cheaper alternative. Until now, Dior Homme Intense hasn't seen like a spot on clone or dupe which is so good, so long lasting, so close like La Nuit de l'Homme had. Okay, like Blue Electric clones, some of them the Kenny made, they're very, very close and very much cheaper. This one has some clones but nowhere near. So the closest someone said you can think of is this Perfume, which is the modern one. Is cheaper. This is like 80-85 bucks you can get. Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. And I have a dupe that I'm going to review in upcoming days, which is a dupe of this one, which is called Exquisite Privé from Latafa. Almost identical, right? This is also good, but again, the dupes are not as good as the original, right? So this is your best bet. I call this like hybrid of sort of like pure malt and Dior Homme Intense. Beautiful perfume, and this is really, really high class. So this is cheaper than also Valentino. So altogether, these are the information I can provide to you. And those experts on Dior Homme Intense, you can ask them, like they're experts on Aventus, multiple batches. I'm expert on Dior Homme Intense in a way that I can tell you how this smells, if I like it or don't like it, if it's worth it or not worth it. I thought 2025 is not going to be worth it. So far it is. I just hope they keep this same formulation. That's all. And Dior Homme Parfum, maybe I would try. I don't want to conclude anything. Maybe I would like that. Maybe people said they like it, but some of the other critics, they said they're very disappointed. Dior Homme Parfum is not that the oud, that the leather heaviness, behind that iris. I was not a very big fan of DHII much because it was too much for my weathers. But anyway, it's a good fragrance. Okay, 2025. If you ask me, I am giving a green signal. You can buy this. Dior quality is there, class is there. And when you smell Dior, just one last thing. You know why this is my scent, like signature scent? When you smell quality, when you smell brands like Chanel Allure line, for example, or something like, high-end designers, let's say Prada Amber Purum, and then versus something which is much cheaper or from budget houses, you can pick up the quality difference right away, because the ingredients of these companies, no matter how much they charge, they use high quality ingredients. They don't cheap out there. Okay, so I like that about Dior. So yeah, middle of the month, it was $200 for me. It's a bit hefty, but anyway, I'm happy with this fragrance. I really like it. And I'll just give you one last tip. I'm not going to cut my hair very soon, because some of you are like, why growing hair? It's just a thing, if there's a great actor, Sanjay Dutt, from India, one of my favorite actors, the macho man, the bad boy, and he did the Khalnayak and all those films, Sajan. He used to keep long hair at the back. It's not the same. Obviously, he looks much cooler. But I noticed one thing, I'll tell you this hack. No matter how much perfume I wear on my skin, shirt, yeah, it wears, but it holds. Skin, 2-3 hours, then it's gone, no matter how strong they are. But when I spray on my hair, man, yesterday I was out, right? I came back late night, and then I smell like, where is my smell? This perfume coming from? I was keeping my angel share with me. I sprayed it on my hair. Today morning I woke up, I went to wash my face and everything. I was like, angel share, where is it coming from? It's not my skin, it's the hair. So you know, you can spray some on your hair if you're not too scared. That will hold the perfume better. That's how women get better longevity, you know, because their fragrances are all over, you know, and they really get good longevity. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Dior Homme Intense, still a champ, still a 10 out of 10. This new version, I'm not sad or anything, and I just hope the reviewers, you know, do not get too harsh on other reviewers, blaming them. Hey, what are they smoking? What are they drinking? You know, man, you know, sometimes, you know, things happen. You know, sometimes we can be mistaken or confused, but it doesn't mean that, you know, we are trying to lie to people. What you're gonna get? You think we have a deal with Dior, and Dior will come and say, "Joy, I mean, here is a coupon code for you, or here is a check for you for making us great again." No such thing. We just love what we love, and always is best to go to the boutique and smell it. Okay, that's it. Okay, and I am decanting this stuff. If you want to try the new 2025, you can. Okay, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.